What's going on, Stacking family? Today is 5/25/2024. I forgot to bring up the metals prices. Let's do that. Gold 23.45, silver 30.55 an ounce, $30.55. Wow. Platinum 1039.30, palladium 101.35, rhodium sitting at 48.25 even. Copper 475. We are going into a holiday weekend. I do want to start off by saying someone recently pointed out when I made the comment that we should take, first of all, I hope everyone had a very, very safe and is having a very, very safe Memorial Day weekend. But more notable, not that doesn't matter, it does, to me, is that we all take a moment to realize that we live in the best country. It has a lot of problems. We should take a moment to appreciate those who served. Those who served paid the ultimate sacrifice, and those who serve now. And someone did point out to me that Memorial Day is a day for remembering those who served and paid the ultimate sacrifice, and I absolutely agree. I do not think, however, that we have to limit ourselves to not making an effort to remember those who served and paid a different price and came out alive and who are serving today. True heroes. So that being said, if you served and paid the ultimate price, if you served and paid a different price, and if you're serving now, thank you. We live in the best nation. There's a lot of trials and tribulations, don't get me wrong. I've got a lot of friends who served. One of my dearest friends said to me, and he's older than I am, but he said to me, he goes, "Man, I didn't serve for this, for what the things have become." It's very, very unfortunate. And I think it's important that we always remember and love our vets. In fact, I was behind a gentleman the other day, and he was taking what appeared to be more than his needed amount of time to get where he was going to the restroom. And I was just, and of course I don't make a scene. I don't let people know I'm irritated, but inside I'm like, come on. And then when I saw him sitting back down, I saw that he had a Vietnam veteran hat on, and I thought to myself, maybe I should be a little more understanding. God only knows what this man's been through and what he sacrificed for this country. So, food for thought. Metals are doing really well. It was said to me not too long ago that a buddy of mine said, I bet those people who thought you were crazy for buying when you were buying are eating their words now. Yeah, maybe. A lot of times people don't tend to own up to the truth and reality, but even so, I'm an all-the-time buyer. I haven't been buying a lot lately. I'm gonna be getting ready to do a metal purchase. Silver will be in the mix. I think it's gonna be silver and platinum, maybe gold if I'm feeling saucy. But I do need to finish that platinum and gold tube I started, and I haven't bought silver in a while. I want to add some silver to the stack. That being said, first of all, the other day I was leaving the gym, and people's emotions and their, for lack of a better word, I get fired up thinking about it, their level of respect for others and their self-awareness is really becoming problematic. I was pulling out, and I wanted to make a left-hand turn onto the main roadway, and then go forward for a bit, and then hang a right at the light. This girl, probably 23, 24, it's hard to tell these days, she's in the left turn lane, but because she can't maneuver her small vehicle correctly, her ass end was hanging out in the lane to the right of her, to the point that I had to go up on the curb to get around her. And of course I quietly said, "Jesus Christ, get out of the way." And there's no way she could have heard me. But the very, very fact that I had to go to the right and then go around her to get out in traffic, made her realize she was in the wrong, and it made her so angry she gave me the finger. And of course, then I said some choice words to her. But I can't help but think, she's boxed in. She's got a car behind her, a car in front of her, and a really bad attitude. And what would she do if I was not a mild-mannered guy that had a lot to lose? What would she do if I got out of my car and pulled her out of hers? What would she do? Answer, nothing. Most likely. It's so important. I'm sure she could have been packing, but Lord knows I was. And I don't cause confrontation, but my point is, people are becoming very short-tempered. People are, in this internet world where they can be a badass behind the keyboard all they want, and in real life sometimes they get it twisted and they think that this is online gaming, this is social media, and it's just very interesting. It's very, very sad. People are very short-tempered. Now tonight, this was very interesting. I had no idea that I was going to encounter this. I decided to stop by my credit union and deposit some cash. Some cash that was in my pocket. I got some cash in the safe, and it's like, let's put some cash in the bank. Why not? And I pulled up, and I was going to be lazy and use the drive-up ATM, and that one's even slower. And there's two cars there, so I said, okay, I'll go up to one of the two walk-up ones. I pull up. They're both in use. I didn't realize the one to the left was in use at the time. There's a couple at the one on the right, and I can tell the woman is visibly angry, visibly frustrated. So I go to the one on the left. And as I walk around the counter, there's a gentleman there, and I happen to walk around, and I see insufficient funds on the screen. I'm like, oh boy. So I back up, give him some space, and he's dilly-dallying for another couple minutes. The short of it is, he walked away after a couple more attempts with no money, no cash. So that tells me he had no money to pull out. Meanwhile, the other lady on the right is with her significant other, friend, whatever he was, and she is livid. Why can't I take more money out? Blah, blah, blah. Well, because you don't have more money. And I think to myself, why not control your finances? Why not have some cash at home? Why not have more than one bank account so that's not an issue for you? It perplexes me that the common person and how broke they are, how little they do to change their situation, how they put all their faith into, I'm going to throw it all in one bank. I'm going to throw it all in a couple banks. What are they doing? When that ATM wouldn't give her cash, she was in panic mode. She's telling him, I don't know how we're going to pay for this, what we're going to do. Well, you don't have the money to pay for it to begin with, honey. That's why you can only get a minute amount of cash. The gentleman to the other side of me, he didn't have the money to pull out any cash. It's just a very, very sad state of affairs. So I really hope we're all doing our best to save our cash, increase our positions, build our wealth, not make stupid purchases, not act out and be an a-hole to other people when we're in the wrong. People, we're just people, but the biggest problem with people is that we're people and that we're emotional creatures. So I really hope we're all making strides forward. Again, thank you to all of you who've served. Thank you to all of you who've served and paid the ultimate sacrifice. True heroes. Best nation in the world. It's not perfect. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment. Show the love. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Try to be a good member, a productive member of society. Try not to be a friggin' a-hole any more than necessary. And whatever you do, keep stacking.